Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hi. I did a little doodle, and I'm just doing a bit of a silliness today, and using up this horrible, cheap, yucky, polymer clay that I bought in a pack off Amazon. Yes, I only wanted tools, to be fair, and well, the tools, they're quite decent, but this polymer clay is awful. Now, I think I've probably said before, my oven's broke. So I was wondering, how the heck am I going to actually bake this? I have an air fryer. And I baked it in there. And it worked. I was so shocked. Obviously I covered it all in foil and made sure it was all nicely wrapped up so there's no stinkiness. But the polymer clay is oven baked and safe to use anyway. In any ovens, and I've got all sorts of bits and pieces in this clay because it's just been shoved into a bag. These are my odds and sods that I keep piddling about with. Don't forget, this is a collaboration with here we go, right, Kaz at the Dragon's Cave, Lisa at Girl in the Garage, Nerdy at Nerd Goblin Art, and Tim Bass Resonator, and me. Yay! I did it! Woohoo! Oh god, I can't believe I'm so excited about the fact I remembered names. Dear. So, yeah, so it's a collaboration. There's a playlist in the description, and yeah, I made a froggy jump across my screen. I was so chuffed, and it kind of goes in sync. I'm still playing with editing. I'm still not great with it. But you know, when I find something new, it's like, oh, I like that. Now, if I remember to do it again, that'll be a shock. I have to do things several times just to sort of like get it into the muscle memory. And if I don't, then it's gone. It is really gone. It's just like people's names. I've had to remember something silly or keep saying that name over and over again until it's finally sunk in. Now, there's a couple of people on here whose names I haven't said enough, or found that silly word that associates with that name to try and remember. Oh, it's hard being in my brain. It's really hard. Memory issues, vibro fog, it's just like, ugh. Anyway, I'm showing up now. About me, it's all about the polymer clay. It's pants. It gets too warm too quickly and it gets sticky. It's just cheap, but it does work eventually. And I'm making some leaves to go in the background, and I know I'm making this into a pendant, but after looking at it at the finished piece, I don't like the idea of it as a pendant. I think I'm going to change it into a keyring, or as my daughter says, a caring. She's never been able to say that word right. And she's got no issues. So yes, I do take the mickey. A lot. It's fun. They all take the mickey out of me as well. Apparently because my eyes squint, I look Chinese. So then they all say I can understand the language. I'm short, so they call me Hobbit or Minion or Oompa Loompa. I mean, my son's 6'2" and I'm 5'4", and he puts his arm on my head as a rest. It's not like he has to really lift his arm up either. The rat bag. I have got several different greens here. I waffled on again there, sorry. I've got a light green, almost limey green, I think. This green that I've got now is like a sage. I think I actually mixed that one myself through just putting bits and bobs together. So that's going to be my lily pad. And I want them all to be different greens, so then, well, they stand out. I do think I ruined this piece. So I do something that really didn't need. Froggy Friday. Sorry, I'm being daft again. I do think I ruined it by putting something on at the end. I think I should have just used some sort of gloss. Or even just a smidge of glue. I just don't like it. You'll have to tell me what you think. Should I have left the UV off, or should I have kept it on? I don't know if it reacted against it or what, but it's just ugh. So I use my knife to cut my little bits up, and I use my little tiny dotting tool to make little detail bits. And I don't know why I rolled this on here, because it's quite ridiculous. It needs to be on a glass or silicone mat, because that's quite a bitty thing to put it on so it grabs it. But I don't learn. I keep on doing it all the way through. The picture is not going to be the same as the actual finished piece, because I didn't make the circle big enough to fit the rest of the details in. So I've not got the reeds, bulrushes, whatever you call them, and the fly-in. But everything else, yeah, I think I get that pretty much in. I got some cutters off Amazon that are really quite tiny, and it's a good job I've got this tiny little stick. What's it called? Dotting tool, there we go. Because otherwise they won't come out. And I realised then these are too small. I need them a bit bigger, because I need to be able to put the yellow in for the eyes and the black dot as well. So I needed it to be slightly bigger. And I have no picture other than one I've doodled to make a frog with. I've never made anything like this out of polymer clay. Well, I say never. No, I don't think I have, actually. I've never made a pendant with a flat bob. It's not even flat, it's sort of... It's not 2D, it's not 3D, it's somewhere halfway in between. So it's not embossed either. I'm sure you'll know what I mean. I'm sure by now you've all realised that I talk gibberish. Or should I say gibber squish? I can say gibber squish, but I can't say a word that I'm trying to find. Unbelievable. So I've got different shaped cutters, and these cutters I've got off Temu. It's a little silver tin full of little bits and bobs. Now, I've actually made this a bit bigger so you can see, so you would have seen the tin. You can actually see the tin lid with the polymer clay stuff on it. But the tin's got quite a few different shapes and it's quite good. So I've put my little tiny cutters in there as well, so I know where they all are and put them in one place. I do have a blade to scrape stuff off the mat or off the glass, but I don't feel safe with it. I have cut myself numerous times. It's too sharp. I don't like it at all. And I am an absolute dangerous to myself, so, you know, I'd rather struggle with something than go and slash my fingers open. So yeah, I am safety conscious, even if it doesn't look like it. Because half the time you'll see this blade just underneath my wrist, just sat there on the desk. Obviously I didn't cut myself at all, but it does look quite dangerous. But it's not. It's not actually touching me. So don't panic, peoples. I'm not Dangerous Brian yet. And if you don't know who Dangerous Brian is, look on YouTube. It's hilarious. It's English comedy. Crackers. And I'm looking now thinking, oh God, I don't think this is going to fit. I think I've made him too sodding big. So I adjust his body just a little, just a tiny bit. And I will be putting things over the top of it so it does sort of fit right. Like his arms and his legs. Well, I say arms, they're all legs, aren't they? It's just the way he sits, it looks like arms. So yeah, I'm scraping this off with knife like a muppet because I don't feel safe with that other blade. It's just way, way too sharp, and I've got nothing to grip onto it. So I'm actually thinking I might make a handle for it. I mean, it won't be as flexible unless I just put something either end, so I've got something to grip hold of. Because right now it's way too thin. I get cramps when I'm holding things that are thin. It's crazy. Could be a piece of paper and my hands have gone. So I need to adjust that blade so I can use it and not be so worried about it. I am definitely Dangerous Brian. Only I don't wear a hat. And I'm just going around this now just to tuck things in, make him look a bit more rounded. So he's got like a tubby belly. I do like the frogs' bellies. They're so cute. I like them lots. And I'm just putting him some nostrils in. And I should have thought about this as well when I'd done baking it, to put some shading in with some chalk pastels. I mean, I spent half a day breaking down these chalk pastels, put them into tiny little pots, numbering them so I knew how many I'd got and what I'd got that matched. And have I used them? No. I mean, what's that about? It's like I've wasted my life. Well, half a day on just nothing. I really should use them because they'd make some lovely depth and shadowing and texture. But no, didn't think of it, did I? Duh. It's too late now. Unless I can pull off the UV, because I really, I don't like it. Yeah, I think I've ruined it. And it's definitely not staying as a necklace. So there's one arm, and then I do its leg. Now, the leg was a lot easier than the arm, and you can see how sticky this clay is because the fingers, the toes, on the arm the leg that's already on. I'm not doing well today, am I? Oh dear. It's early afternoon. This has got to be up for tomorrow, and I've had like 3 hours kip. I'm tired. I've had a bad night. And I put the leg on, which, like I said, is a lot easier, but the thing that the toes, once you start trying to faff with them, they get ever so squishy and melty looking. So the toes aren't great. But I don't like wasting stuff, so I'm going to keep using this stuff till it's gone. Because that's just me. I'll moan about it forever. But then I'm going to be moaning anyway because the sun started coming out now in England. And when the sun's out, I go blind and I can't stand the heat. The heat. Ugh. Oh, and I'm also menopausal. So if I start talking really, really fast or just moaning, tell me to shut up. Because even I get annoyed with my own voice. I don't know how you people listen to me. But yeah, here's foot number 2, or leg number 2. And I'm making a right royal mess. It's so squishy. I should have just got another blob. But actually I think this is the last bit of that green I've got. Yay! That'll be one done. At last. But yeah, I'm having to scrape it off because it's that warm. I mean, it don't help that I'm warm and I've got warm hands. But I've not got the heating on or anything. It's cold, well, cool in the house. So you'd think it'd be alright, but now it's probably me. I'm on my own personal summer again. Oh, roll on winter. Don't come at me, people. I prefer winter. Winter is just... You can warm up. You can always warm up. But cooling down... Oh my days, that is an awful thing. And I try to wear as least as possible when I'm in the house in summer. So it's like a vest and shorts. Nobody sees me in my house, so it's fine. I ain't going to make people throw up. But in winter, in summer, I mean, you can't take any more than that off. People can see through windows. I don't want people going to the hospital feeling sick. That's not fair. So, yeah, winter is my jam. I definitely prefer winter. And I am still waffling. And I'm really desperate in need of a drink. As you notice, I am using this little square of matte. I did have a nice big full purple matte, but super glue does not like silicone. Who knew? Well, I didn't until I ruined one, and then I forgot myself and ruined this one. So I thought, I'm not wasting it this time. I've cut down the best bit and took off some small bits for little tiny things like this. I've got my pink one to go in the washing machine, so I'm using my glass that's underneath it all. That there is for buy me a coffee. You're not obligated. You don't have to. It would be really nice if you could. Whatever goes into buy me a coffee or joining the memberships or super chats, whatever's, it all goes back into the channel. And please only do it if you can. I've got these toes spread out, but that end toe kept wanting to melt. It's horrible. What am I doing now? Oh yeah, I've got the eyes to do, and I only wanted teeny tiny dots, so I've already made a hole in the eye, and I'm just popping that black inside. And I'll also add a teeny tiny bit of white ordinary Sculpey, original Sculpey, just to give it that life. Yeah, life. And so right now I think it's quite cute, and I'm just filling in that little hole because it's in the wrong place, and just giving it a bit more depth by showing that the arm should come out more than the belly. And I will put a tongue in. I don't think you see me do that bit. It was an afterthought, total afterthought. I mean, you can't see all the leaves, but they're there. You can see the tips of them. And it also, with the layering, it makes it build up better, so it looks more 3D. Not 3D. In betweeny. So I've made my hole in a different place, and when I've done this, I'll smooth it all out and make it look a little bit more tidy, including the back. And then I'm going to put it in the oven, and I baked it for 5 minutes in the what's it job. Now, I used the brush to make it shiny, and I wish I'd have left it at this, because that's me trying to hold on to it, because I think I over UV'd, so I was trying to make it more level. Now if I'd have left it in its cutter, or maybe taped around the edges, I could have had the effect I was after, but at the time I wasn't thinking like that. But I've written it down, so I should remember next time, if I don't lose the paper. Of course, that's what I'm like. I have several notebooks on the go. I have several envelopes on where I write notes on. And yeah, every now and again I'll have a right good blowout and just chuck stuff, because it just gets ridiculous. And I've only got a small area in my corner of my house, in my living room. I say small area, I'm kind of taking over. Yeah. I say I've got half the room. It's not a very big room. And there's 4 people, sometimes 5 in this house, so it gets a little bit crowded. But, we're right. I've put some alcohol spray onto that cloth, and that's how I clean my brushes with UV. And it works a treat. Give it a good rub, and then if you just rub it over your hand, you'll feel if it's got any stickiness left. And if it has, do it again. If it hasn't, you're good to go. Now, I thought that was ingenious, putting that there just to hold that upright. I wish I'd have thought about it though, because, yeah, move it. and I put some more polymer clay there just while I'm cooking. And I'm going to be faffing a long time with this. So I do either fast forward or cut it out. And then I'm going to stick that under there for at least 3 minutes. So now, yeah, I've got that on. And I'm going to put my chain on. And I think, to be fair, yeah, I've ruined it. There's too much UV on. But let me know what you think. Shall I try it again? And keep off the UV? Maybe add some powders? Leave me a message in the comments. Or email me. My email address is in there. And don't forget to look out for the description box anyway, because there's discount codes in there for anybody that wants them. And I will say thank you for watching. Don't forget to watch the playlist, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye. Unicorn.